What's the old saying? If you assault data enough, it will confess to anything. Here on the channel, we're all about data, not drama. Not my opinion, but what the data actually says. Are you ready for another Selling North Dallas market update?
I think I am.
Well, let's do it. What's up, guys? Jono here with the Selling North Dallas real estate team. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any content we upload 3 times a week. Because we want you to be informed about all the happenings here in North Dallas. The phone is blowing up with people wanting to move out here, and we love hearing from you.
We really do.
My business partner Holly and I are usually doing these market updates together. She's on vacation. So somebody's got to stay back at the house and keep the boat afloat, and luckily that's me. So without further ado, let's just jump into it. Now, if you've not seen one of our market updates before, we have a data tool, the Selling North Dallas Real Estate Market Update Tool. We should probably come up with a good acronym for that. If you've been keeping up with these weekly market updates, a lot of things are starting to level out. The market action, we're still in a strong seller's market, believe it or not. We're at a 54, as you can see. Oh, did I just say it? If you say as you can see, you have to take a drink. All right, professionalism. Here we go. We've steadily been creeping down. So we've said several times on this channel, right around Mother's Day is when we felt it. And the tool.
Hey, you almost got him, Cam. You almost got him.
The tool shows that. We were at 100% seller's market as of May 13th, and then it started to shift. And all the craziness, this is what we're feeling right now, but it's starting to level out. Over the last month, we're at 60 and 57, 55, 54.3, now we're at 54. Things are starting to level out, but not just there, also on median rents. We say, Jono, I'm not interested in renting a home. Well, that's fine. I'm providing the information, and median rent is a metric that we want to keep our eye on so that we know exactly what the market is doing. Beginning of May, we were around 2,500, and here it come. Creeping up, creeping up, creeping up. And then we got to 2,700, and then it had a slight tick down, and now we're holding steady right there at 2,655. What's next? Inventory. Back in May, 978. And then as this starts to drop, you see this pick up. Full steam ahead until July, about middle part of July, and then it starts to level off again. Let's see, price decreases are slowing down. Median days on market started climbing, 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 and then it's holding steady at 28. Here's the thing, man. There's some really exciting stuff happening right now. Let's look at interest rates. Interest rates back in the 6s, 6.02 for a 30-year fixed rate. Even the FHA, 5.32. Stuff is shaking loose, and there's a lot of reasons. You ever get a beard hair in your mouth?
I have.
There's a lot of reasons why these things are happening. Midterms, right around the corner.
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to put
Right, school's starting, the end of summer, things tend to lull a little bit in real estate anyway. You know what, don't take my word for it. Let's see what the data says. Inventory. Now keep in mind, this is Collin County. If you're not from the area, Collin County is the county just to the north. This particular view, we're on median list price. This goes back to September of 19. You know, pretty standard appreciation. I think we looked at it was 7% year over year average appreciation over the going back 12 years. So that's pretty standard, what we would expect to see. And then COVID hit right here in May. Things were still flat, and then boom, median list price jumped through the roof. Average days on market tanked. Median days on market tanked. Well, if we go back to May, some of these data points are right back to where we were when things started to shift. Let's look at the next one. Properties with a price decrease. Look at that, May, boom, uptick. Inventory, back in May, boom. What does all this mean? Does it mean now's a good time to buy?
Well, Johnny, that's why I'm asking you.
That's different for everybody. It might be a great time for me to buy another property and not a great time for you. There's a lot of factors that go into that. Well, Jono, how do I know if it's a great time for me? I'm glad you asked. Prescription without diagnosis is malpractice.
You're right, John.
If you got something going on with your brain and it doesn't quite feel right, you go to the doctor. If you walk in and the doctor just strokes a pen and writes you a prescription, you would have a red flag about that.
It's itchy, probably got a rash.
That's the exact same when somebody says you should do X on a YouTube channel. I don't know what you should do if I don't know you. So give us a call down in the description. There's a link. Give us a few data points. I'll reach out to you. We'll take a look at what your scenario is. And based on what the market is doing, let's figure out a strategy that works for you. Maybe you're a first-time home buyer. Maybe you've bought hundreds of homes and you're trying to figure out what your next move is. Maybe you're wanting to sell a portfolio and move into large multifamily. Whatever the scenario is, we've got it covered.
Yeah, I know, John.
Does that obligate you to buy or sell or do anything? Of course not. It's just a conversation. So don't get crazy.
But I want to.
That said, a lot of really exciting things happen. I predict that interest rates are going to continue to do this until the end of the year. So if you haven't locked in a rate, man, you need to be having that conversation right now if the plan is to buy. We talk about micro data. Every week, the market shifts just a little bit, and it's what allows us to forecast what's coming down the pike, but the situation is different for everybody. You might be asking yourself, I'm not in the area, John. Maybe I'm in Kentucky. I spoke with a family from Kentucky this week, or I'm in New York or New Jersey. I put together a video. I'll put a link right up here where I actually break down what it costs to live here in Dallas. In fact, I'll share a lot of the personal expenses that Katie and I have running this household.
Thanks, John.
So hopefully that's helpful. If you haven't liked the video yet, be sure to do that. Really helps us out with the YouTube algorithm so they know what kind of content to put together. Until next time.
Bye, Felicia.